Hi Aries, and welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your July 2025 tarot reading. Thank you to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, the Celtic cross spread as always, and also pulled the 4 agreements and wisdom of the oracle card for you guys. But we're actually going to start reading off by rolling those astrology dice we have in front of us to get an idea of where your focus should be as far as that goes. Alright, we have 11. So 11th house energy for you guys is Aquarius. Astrologically speaking, we have Pluto there currently, and it is retrograde. So could just be saying that maybe you're reevaluating that area of life as far as your friendships, groups, hopes, and wishes. Speaking of Pluto, we actually see that coming up here as well. So yeah, it could definitely just be saying maybe you're going through some transformations around the groups you associate with, things along those lines there. And we have Libra. So Libra is your 7th house of relationships, partnerships, and contracts. That area of the zodiac's a little quiet right now, but it could just be saying that maybe you have some focus on it as well. So yeah, definitely seems like your interactions with others are at the forefront in some way this month. All right, we'll keep that in mind as we go through the main spread. In the main situation position, we have the Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy. And challenging that, we have the Two of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. So what this could be saying is that for some of you, maybe you might receive an offer this month, and then it could put you in a position where you're trying to decide between two different things. So given that we see so much pentacle energy here, and this is a career and work house for you guys, could just be saying, for example, maybe you get a job offer and then you're trying to decide, okay, well, do I stay at the job I'm currently at, or do I accept this new offer? So maybe there's a little bit of back and forth that you guys might be going through this month, trying to figure out what the best fit would be. All right. In the foundation position, we have the Tower. So for some of you, this could just be saying that maybe that decision might be made for you as far as one of the opportunities might fall away, to where then it obviously would become easier to make the decision at that point. Or for some of you, this could just be saying that maybe you've already gone through this situation, and that could be why you are looking at different offers at this time if you already left the situation behind. All right, in the past position, we have the Seven of Swords. So yeah, so this could just be saying that you might have gone through some deception in the past. So this could definitely be related to that Tower energy. So seeing this in the past position says to me it's a little bit more likely that you've already gone through the Tower moment, and now this could be you in the process of picking up the pieces. And given that we talked about the 11th house energy, the Pluto energy too, this was around someone in your close circle as well, and maybe you had to cut ties with them. Maybe this is why you could be reevaluating who you associate yourselves with currently. All right. In the present position, we have the Moon. So yeah, it could just be saying that right now you might not feel like you're seeing a situation too clearly, right? You could have a little bit of doubt. And if that's the case, usually what this card would call you to do is just for you take the visual part of it into play, as far as, when during the daylight, it's a lot easier to see what's around you, right? Whereas at night with the moon, you're not going to be able to see everything that's clearly around you. So you might have to tap more into your intuition to actually figure out how to navigate a situation. And as far as when the moon comes up in readings as well, I tend to think about the main lunar cycles that we'll be seeing during that month. So we have a new moon coming up in Cancer on the 25th of June, and then in July itself, we have the full moon in Capricorn on the 10th, and then a new moon in Leo toward the end of July. So be on the lookout for those times in particular where you might start to get more clarity around the situation. All right, in the near future position, we have the Six of Cups. So this is Scorpio energy here. So this could just be saying that maybe you might go through a process of repairing a situation from the past. So again, like, let's say if this was a job situation, right? You might have left one job and accepted another offer. Then this could just be saying that maybe that previous opportunity might be coming back into play, right? So maybe they might ask you if you could come back, things along those lines there. Or if this is just some connection in general. It doesn't have to be a work thing. Could be romantic, friendship, family, you name it, right? But it looks like there's definitely a desire to get a connection back on track in the near future. All right. In the position of your influence on the situation, we have the Knight of Wands. So Sagittarius energy here. So yeah, at the very least, to me, I'm getting an energy of motivation with this. So if you were feeling like you couldn't necessarily make a decision around something, or if you felt like your hand was forced in some way, to me, seeing this here looks like you are motivated to take action around it. In the environment position, we have the Knight of Swords. So if this is around repairing a connection, this looks like two people are definitely willing to jump in and make it happen. Because with you representing the Knight of Wands and then the environment having the Knight of Swords, those are definitely two energies that are very fast moving, cut to the chase, get to it type of energies. In the hopes or fears position, we have the King of Wands. So I feel like this is saying ultimately what you could be hoping for around the situation is stability, right? So if you are really trying to weigh the pros and cons of two different offers, the ultimate goal looks like you're going for is the stability around it, right? So if you have gone through some kind of upheaval recently, some deception, right, then yeah, naturally you would want to say, you know what, I just want something quiet, stable, reliable, and leave it at that. All right. And in the outcome position, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So to me, I'm seeing this as like a meeting of the minds, some kind of a compromise, and then at least a plan of action moving forward. So whether this be you accepting one of those two offers, right, and then it moves on to the discussion, like, okay, now that you're accepting, this is what's going to happen, right? These are the timelines that we're working with. If this is you repairing a connection from the past, right, this is how the two of you could decide, okay, this is how we can move forward to improve things from how they were in the past, things along those lines there. So it looks like there's going to be some constructive conversation for you guys this month. All right. And bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands. So yeah, this could ultimately just be saying that maybe you guys are just hoping to feel like yourselves again, right? This is actually the court card for your sign. And I mean, recently we had Neptune move into your sign. We also had Saturn move into your sign. You guys have had Chiron in your sign for a long time. Both Saturn and Neptune will actually be retrograding in July as well. So, maybe you've just been dealing with all those significant shifts in your energy and it might have thrown you for a loop for a bit. From the Four Agreements deck, we have Always Do Your Best and Honor Yourself. Right? It says, honor the man or woman that you are. Take the risk to express your dream. Taking action is about living fully and expressing what you are. So yeah, definitely an interesting message there, right? If you might have felt like you were held back in some way in the past as well. Like I said, here it looks like there's definitely motivation on your part to take action. Like I said, it looks like there could be a decision you guys are trying to make this month, but hopefully that message resonated with you. All right. And from the Wisdom Oracle, we have message in the bottle. There's the artwork. And the number is 15. All right. Essential meanings says communication, a sign, a claydon, the ancient name for a spontaneous oracle delivered innocently by the speaker, pointing the way to your highest good. The oracle's message: Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them, when you believe you will receive them, and when you allow yourself to become fluent in the language of symbols, oracles, and omens. They may come to you as a bird flying by, a logo on a truck, and a song on the radio. Expect confirmation that you're pointed in the right direction. Keep your ears open, for someone might say just the right thing that will give you the answer to your query. Today, your message is this: Spirit hears you, and the reply is favorable. So yeah, definitely a positive message there. It makes you think what we were talking about with the moon, right? Where we said that that's usually an indicator to just tap more into your intuition, right? If you can't see a situation too clearly, And then I mentioned those lunar cycles that could be significant for you guys this month. So especially around those times, be on the lookout for messages that might come your way then. All right, the relationship message says you can expect someone to favor you with positive news. This could be in the form of a letter, phone call, or email. You are the intended receiver of this message, so stay open to what you learn. Only good will come of it in the end. The signs are all there. So yeah, so that message makes me think of the Six of Cups in the near future. So yeah, it looks like someone from your past might actually be reaching out to you to try to get things back on track. So like we said, whether that's an old business partner, relationship partner, family, friend, you name it. So be on the lookout for that. All right, and the prosperity message says you are on target with your purpose and your passion. You are coming into alignment with your destiny, and Spirit wants you to know that you're on the right track. Expect a call, a new opportunity, or a message from an old friend or business contact that will lead you closer to your dreams and greatest desires. Spirit has been listening to you. So yeah, definitely a positive message there as well. And again, could be an indicator of what we're seeing with that Six of Cups in the near future too. So hopefully that resonates with you guys. We're up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.